Hello, nerds. Welcome to Geek Beast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news by geeks like you. If you're new to our show, this is the Geek News Beat, and we voice our opinions as we give you the news at the same time. I'm your host, Chuck, and with me we have Johnny, aka Randy.
What's up, Geek Beast? Man, Chuck, what are we talking about tonight?
What are we talking about tonight? We're talking about that real. Nah. I don't know. It's happy hour. It's Friday. It's kind of happy hourish. We're gonna talk about some serious things, though. We're gonna talk about some serious things. Um, First up, I'm gonna get into some Chris Hemsworth news. So Chris Hemsworth is gonna take a break from acting. You know,
Chris Thor?
Thor.
Why is he taking a break from acting?
Um, he says sometime he needs some time off. The revelation while filming his Disney Plus show, Limitless. So he's doing Limitless all over again.
Mm-hmm.
That he has his genetic predisposition to Alzheimer's. So Limitless, you take this pill, if I'm correct, you take this pill and you become super, super smart.
Is this the same movie Bradley Cooper did several years ago? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was a TV show.
Yeah, but it was short-lived.
It was short-lived. So he's doing another one. And he said because he has predisposition to Alzheimer's, that he's going to take some time off and to contemplate that. So mental health is very, very important. And when you go get a checkup, they're like, oh, you may have Alzheimer's in like 20, 30 years. That would kind of mess with you a little bit.
Yeah. So I can definitely empathize with that. And plus, it's Chris Hemsworth. He's probably got a real busy schedule and probably just take some mental health time away and just, maybe get some treatment, maybe chill out for a minute, protect his mental health. Yeah, boundaries are important.
It is. It's very important. I want to say shout out to Peter Griffin. We got Peter Griffin in the chat today.
Okay.
So if you're new to our show, if you're in the chat, you can comment. We'll bring you into the conversations we have.
Yep.
So yeah. So
feel free to comment on anything that we say.
Yeah, feel free to comment on anything we say. One thing else, I'm watching a documentary on mental health, and it is Jonah Hill's documentary. He did with Strong Baby.
That's the one that just dropped on Netflix, right?
Yeah. And I'm watching it, and literally, about a third way through it, something happens, and it changes everything about that documentary.
Is he talking about so I know I'm a Jonah Hill fan, right? And when he was growing up, he talked about he was a big kid, right? And he talked about how tough it was growing up in Hollywood, being big. And so it really weighed on his mental psyche. He kind of adapted this, the funny person to kind of mask the pain that he was going through. So did it touch on, was that part of the conversation?
I haven't gotten there yet. But we've gotten there where his psychologist, I literally want to go to now. He's a different type of psychologist. I really want to go to him. So I can see that being in fame, having an associate that's super famous and watching their mental break and how everybody around you that feeds on you and depends on you, I can see how that weighs on you.
And, we can see what it's doing to Kanye West.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so knowing where Kanye was before the fame and seeing where he is now, the joy he has seeing old friends, but yet keeps distance from us is crazy. So I could see that.
So yeah, man, mental health is real. So
it is real.
Everybody's out there struggling with mental health. Get you some help, man. It's no stigma.
I think everybody needs to get mental health. Mental health is just as important as physical health.
Right.
So if it's not when you need it, you should always have it. Like you always should exercise. You don't need exercise. You should always do it. You should go for a walk every day. That should be part of it. That should be your routine. When you're going to get health, go to a doctor for your physical health, it's usually too late. So it's very important that we get there early.
So yeah, man,
preventative.
Yeah, right. Agree. Shouts out to Chris Hemsworth. So
to acknowledge that,
prioritizing his mental health.
I know one thing's for certain.
What's that?
If he has Alzheimer's, it ain't gonna stop the women from wanting him.
Sure in the hell ain't. He gonna have a whole bunch of women wanting to take care of him.
Oh, that's
Sure in the hell ain't.
That's Thor. That's Thor. Oh Lord. Speaking of that, Microsoft Teams is getting a sign language view.
That's dope.
That is dope.
Yeah, I'm with it.
The new accessibility feature creates a larger, high-quality view for interpreters and signers, separate from others' calls and the participants. That is dope. Yeah, that is Microsoft saying, hey, we see you.
Yeah, I'm surprised it is taking this long, honestly. And I'm not putting it just at the feet of Microsoft. I'm talking about all kind of communication messages. Like, why hasn't this been an option that has been adopted earlier?
Yeah, because nobody working on creating new products and wanting to bring in accessibility and enable people to be able to use your product is an afterthought usually. It's usually an afterthought. Everything that I've worked on, I brought it in early, and I would get sometimes I get questions, sometimes I get commended because it's never been brought in that early.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm like, people are like, why are you bringing in accessibility? Because if they need to be here in the very beginning.
Yeah, absolutely.
They need to be here.
Yeah. They're part of the conversation, they're part of our community as well. So yeah, man, I'm happy that Microsoft is doing this.
Yes.
Good steps. You know, the world ain't as messed up as maybe we think it is. So yeah.
Microsoft was probably the only game company that created an accessibility controller for gamers.
Oh, did they?
They did. I think it was a 360 for the Xbox 360. They launched it, and they still run it today, and it's an adaptable controller. And so they realized they wanted to make sure that gamers could play their game. And to see it when they launched it and going to the launch event and seeing people that couldn't hold a normal controller. So controller's a lot right now. You have a control pad, you got 2 sticks, you got 4 buttons, you got 2 shoulder buttons. And when they launched it, I went to the launch event for this new controller, and to seeing the joy on people's face. People that struggle playing fighting games, struggle playing like Gears of War, and for Microsoft say, hey, we hear you. We created a controller for you that's adaptable for your needs.
Good for Microsoft. So the new controller really helps them to be a part of the game, be able to play the game.
Play the game better.
Okay, man. Yeah, that's dope. We should all be considerate of people like that, you know. I have a special needs child, so this is something that's, I'm quite sensitive to. So, making our application, our entertainment, all of those things more accessible to people.
Yeah. And for them to say, hey, in chat, we're going to have windows for people that actually sign in chat.
Yep.
I think it's beautiful when I see people signing at concerts. I love it. I sit there and stare at that person the whole entire time because they're usually feeling it. They're usually feeling the person.
Oh, and you can see them moving with it and everything. Yeah,
they're usually feeling it. Yeah. And especially rap songs.
They're into the song.
I want to hear what they're saying about this rap song. This song's about killing. I want to see how they sign this whole entire song that's about killing. I'm just curious. The beats were jumping. They're going through the signs. Like, this whole song's about drugs, drug dealing, and killing.
Yeah.
Turn it gets exciting. Up, man. It gets really exciting. So I have to check it out. So I love seeing a better place,
man. Let's do stuff like this.
Yeah.
All about making accessibility.
Like the woman that the Wu-Tang hired, she signs at all their concerts now. And they hired her, and watching her sign, she's better to watch than Wu-Tang on stage.
That's dope.
She's better to watch. Like, literally every time she signed on, you just stare at her like, wow.
Wu-Tang
Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. There she is. Yeah, just that's just so amazing to me. I was like, I want to learn how to sign so I could do this.
Yeah, man, that's dope. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Imagine she was
all the lyrics. All the lyrics.
Let me ask something. At Wu-Tang concert, do they do like "Oh Dirty Bastard"?
Yeah.
So she signs "Old Dirty Bastard."
Yeah, she signs it all. She signs it all.
Can you imagine it? Like, "Ooh, baby, I like it raw."
Yeah. Signs it. When I said signs it all, Randy signs it all.
Yeah, I like it. I love it.
You know, you just have to eat it up. I'm like, God, this is golden, and the world needs this. The world needs this. The world needs MOP Annie up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I've watched it.
Any MOP joint, because there's a lot of energy in MOP songs.
Yeah, I've watched it done, and it's amazing to watch. Annie up, kidnap that
I'm
fool.
trying to.
Annie up,
Annie up is about robbing people. It is
it's
literally about
robbing
robbing
people, kidnapping people.
Yeah,
Ransom.
Snatch that fool, kidnap that fool, man. That's amazing, man.
Yes. It's amazing to watch. It's amazing to watch. Watching
high energy.
Watching doing Snoop Dogg songs. Like Murder Was the Case. That's amazing to watch. I love it. We need stuff like this. We need more of this.
Hey, it's part of making this world a beautiful place.
And so you can watch the rappers and they just walk back and forth. But the person that's signing, they're grooving.
Look at her. She's definitely into it.
Yeah, there's two of them. Yeah, like come on, yeah. And so for deaf people, this has to be amazing. Because I have a deaf friend. They can feel the vibrations, they can feel the beat and the pulsing, but they can't hear it. But the lyrics and stuff, they know exactly what cue is on based on the sign language.
Okay. Let's continue to do that. I mean, I think all artists should include this in their shows, in their live performances.
Yeah. And so Microsoft Teams, thank you. So when artists start to stream their shows, they can have you there. Because I can imagine Dave Chappelle doing a comedy show and having that person there on streaming.
Having them laughing. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I think somehow Netflix, HBO Max, should have this in there. Well, I guess they have subtitles. You can read it. Yeah. If you're deaf, I guess you can just read it.
That's cool though. I'm with it.
It's cool. I'm down. I'm all about this. It's nice. Some real time.
Yep.
You don't have to wait because a lot of the programs have closed caption. They do have closed caption, but it's not the same as real time.
Okay.
It may not come across the same as somebody signing
keeping up with it and the beat and the vibration and matching it. So if you got somebody doing it real time with signing, it enhances that experience.
I got another news article.
Okay, what we talking about?
Epic's talking out here now. Epic alleges Google paid $360 million to keep Activision from launching its own app store. New filings in Epic's lawsuit against Google now. They're like, we already kick Apple's ass. We have to kick Google's ass now. We're gonna kick Google's ass now. Against Google reveals that at least one point in time, Activision and Riot were considering making their own mobile app stores.
And Google paid them not to do it?
$360 million.
What is the lawsuit then?
Hey, we have our own app store, and you give us a hard time about having our own app store for Fortnite.
I agree, but they paid
you paid Activision not to have one. Why don't you pay us? Why don't you pay us? You got this payola. Instead, you tell us it's against the rules and nobody else is doing it, but you're paying everybody else that would do it. Because you have to pay us a lot more than $360 million.
Oh, yeah.
You got to kick in that Billy. You got to kick in that Billy for us.
Yeah.
We are the giant out here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this.
What do you mean?
I don't know how I feel. I just feel like it's two big businesses battling over something. So
they are.
As a consumer, how do we win better with this?
More app stores.
If the consumer doesn't win, I don't really care.
Yeah, the consumer does win and doesn't win at the same time because everybody needs their own platform. The issue that's going on is there'll be too many platforms, right? If everybody had their own store, that means I got 15 million store apps on my phone, which I already do. I got Xbox Game Center. I got PlayStation Store. I have Unreal doesn't have an app yet for their platform yet. They have the website still.
I mean, how does that differ than anything? Like the streaming wars. We're in the streaming wars. So we got a billion streaming services now. We got Amazon Prime. We got Netflix. We got Apple TV.
The problem is you have somebody like Apple and Google saying you can't have your store. We're not gonna let you have it on the platform.
Oh, okay.
All the money comes through us. And if there's a dime bag being sold in Central Park, I'm getting me a cut.
And when it's all over, you set a match.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
But still, so again, how does that hurt the consumer? I don't see how it hurts the consumer. Other than there's a lot of options out
there. For Epic, it would allow them to sell games at different prices. Like, oh, Apple selling that game for $9.99, we'll sell it for $5.99.
So it's a competition
sale going on.
Oh yeah. So I'm then wondering, can Apple be hit with an antitrust suit?
They're saying it has to go through their platform.
Right. If they're saying it has to go through their platform, is that antitrust? As in,
they're not, because they paid the Congress to say it's not. So the Congress agreed.
It's not. So it's antitrust, but they just paid them to say it wasn't antitrust.
They paid a bunch of 80-year-olds to say, hey, we hold the platform. Do you like your Apple products? Yeah, we love them. I'm 80 years old. I love that message thingy I do on.
Yeah, I don't even think they understand.
Exactly that part. You got a bunch of 80-year-olds that don't understand anything about how technology works. It's magic.
They probably think gaming is stupid and apps are stupid anyway. Like
they probably play Candy Crush and whatnot.
I mean,
yeah.
They're not telling
that's what them kids, that's what them youngsters do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They're not out there telling when they're talking about Social Security, when they're lying about Social Security, they're not like, well, I was playing Candy Crush. They're not telling that.
They're not doing that. They're not doing that. They're not doing that.
Nancy
they
Pelosi
really understand the system they put in place.
Yeah.
They put all these little systems
not out here talking about Candy Crush.
They put all these laws in place. Now they did a survey. Half of Congress knows what laws they put in place through their whole entire terms. So you have a lot of congressional leaders be like, why is this a law? Why do we have to write this other law? Because you wrote a law 20 years ago that caused this law to be written. I didn't understand what that was
like
about.
Apple is engaging in antitrust and monopolistic practices.
Apple, Google, they all doing it. Microsoft, they all doing it.
But if they all doing it, then it's not monopoly.
Yeah.
If it's multiple platforms, then it's not
anybody with a platform is involved in this.
So,
and what Epic is saying, hey, on everybody's platform, you should be able to download our platform. We should be able to make this money straight to the consumer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is not a mall, and I'm not paying rent.
Yeah. And maybe that's how they look at it. Maybe that's how like Apple and Google and them look at it. It's like we provide the physical space and you rent from us to get your products in there.
They're like, you provide nothing. You provide a location for server space, and we'll pay for that server space for the app to be. We'll pay for that 1 gigabyte every year to put our apps up there.
That's about it.
That's about it. But once they download our app, they should be able to funnel all their purchases through us. If they want to go through us, they shouldn't have to go through you.
We'll see how that's going to play out then.
Yeah, we'll see. In a one-page document, Google exec Karen Avery Beatty is reporting back from a conversation with Activision Blizzard's now CFO Armin Zerza 1 month before the two companies signed a huge deal. So you pay this other company $160 million not to open up a store. But you ain't gonna pay us, huh? You ain't gonna pay us? You gonna pay us some money.
Again. All I care about is how it benefits the consumer. If it's just two large conglomerates fighting with each other, it's not really my problem. I don't spaz out on billionaire problems.
This is something else to say. Project Huge agreements first came to light in August 2021 as part of the unredacted Epic complaint. But Epic, in a newly amended complaint filed Thursday, alleges Project Hug deals are designed to prevent the developers from opening and competing store or otherwise distributing its apps outside of the Google Play Store.
Right. We'll see. Let's see how it's gonna play out.
Yep. I just want to make sure I can get my games at the cheapest price ever.
That's it. That's all I care about.
That's all I want to do too. Yep. What else I got in here is news. You know, the Funk's off on Hot Boy Weekend.
Is he out here? Is he out here wilding in these streets?
He's wilding in these
streets. We got stuff from yesterday.
Yeah, you got tons of stuff from yesterday. So I'm gonna go through that. Rodney brought it up. NASA's mega rocket is about to blast off toward the moon. Didn't we just put people there on the moon?
We haven't put people on the moon in a while, right?
Yeah, right. So why we struggling to get a rocket to the moon now?
Yeah, but didn't we shoot a missile or something at the moon or an asteroid?
The Obama administration, we shot 2 missiles into the moon. Why don't we just send people to the moon since we did it so easily in the 50s and 60s?
Oh Lord, here we go. Where are we going with this?
I'm just saying. I mean,
I'm all for pushing technology, but I mean, is it really that important that we go back to the moon or have a rocket go to the moon or near the orbit of the moon?
What are we getting? What are we getting out of this? We're trying to get to Mars. We're trying to prove the world ain't flat.
No, that's Kyrie. We all know
trying to prove the world ain't flat, dog.
It's flat. But my thing is, I hear people talk and they say, "Oh yeah, it'd be cool to go to Mars and terraform Mars." Like, why won't we terraform Earth first?
Earth's got a better place. Because rich people don't want to be on Earth the rest of you.
Earth has a lot of problems that we need to fix here first before we go into an uninhabitable planet to try to.
Earth only has problems for poor people. Earth, if you're wealthy, you ain't got no problems on Earth.
Right. So why do we need to work on terraforming?
Problems? Elon made his own problems.
So why do we need to terraform Mars?
Because I want to get to Mars, so that way I ain't gotta be around you Earthlings.
They don't even accept climate change. Why are they trying to terraform Mars? Potential Senator-elect Walker says we not ready for that green agenda. We gotta stay with these gas guzzlers here. So why are they trying to get to Mars? I'm
put gas guzzlers on Mars.
I'm just asking the question.
We're putting gas guzzlers on Mars.
CO2 emissions, a bunch of things. Like let's fix Earth before it becomes our mission to terraform Mars or put rockets on.
Man, let me tell you something. I don't quote this man often, but even the broken clock's right twice a day. Jordan Peterson had one of the best commentaries about climate change and actually attacking the complexity of the problem, and not the simple question like, I'm coming back on carbon. Carbon's the lowest we got way more problems that's tied together with that.
No, I agree with you. Yeah, I'm just saying the focus and the energy should be on resolving these issues.
Yes, I agree with
you. Other than putting resources to try to
because I'm wealthy and this planet is for the hood. I ain't on these hood streets no more, and I'm going.
But it's going to cost vastly more.
Yes,
live on Mars and make Mars.
Like Rodney said, like the methane with cows. That's a problem. We have all this meat we're slaughtering and making, and cows are farting and pooping because of the food, the horrible food we're giving them, and it's creating the worst methane gas we have.
Yeah, I mean, it's so it's like we have a lot of things here for us to spend. It'll take trillions upon trillions to fix, to even consider that. Like, let's fix some of these problems here, man. That's all I'm saying, fam. Yeah, I don't think it's an easy fix for any of them, but let's cut back on the Mars discussions.
Yeah, we should cut back on Mars, going to the moon. Fixing problems here. We shouldn't let Monsanto say we could fix the Sahara Desert to make sure food grows there with our seeds and our plants. No, we don't want your seed to grow plant in the middle of the Sahara Desert.
Right, and they've got seeds and plants that are literally killing the soil where farmers are growing.
Yes,
that's been proven.
Yes, they are. That's a devil company. That company is the devil.
Yeah, Like, yeah, it's literally destroying the soil, and then they have to buy the seeds from them, and then they're taking up
to buy the soil from them.
Right. Then they have to sell cheaper, and they take over the land. Yeah.
Yes.
This is proven.
Yes. They have sued farmers out of existence.
Right.
Because their seed has blown over to their farms.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
And they selling them the seeds that's blowing over to that they're planting to. It's terrible, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So
their seeds fly further than any other seeds because the way they're designed. So seeds naturally fly and move, but those seeds are specifically designed to travel.
Yeah.
So they can poison people's land and farms.
All right. This is getting heavy. But let's fix Earth. Let's fix Earth. This is happy hour.
Okay. We're going to Steve Aoki dropped the beat at Amazon during layoffs. So Amazon may have just confirmed that it would be laying off employees, but it seems to be still have room for a Steve Aoki concert. On Wednesday evening, the superstar DJ performed a live concert for what appeared to be a group of Amazon warehouse employees, and the whole thing was streamed onto Amazon Best Life Twitch channel. The New York Times reportedly Monday that Amazon plans to lay off approximately 10,000 corporate and technology employees in total. So, Amazon had a concert after they announced they're going to lay off 10,000 people.
I know this is going to be bad. Okay. Corporations lay off people
all the time.
And when corporations do well, it doesn't mean they're going to create more jobs. I mean, that's a canard and a myth that's been perpetuated for decades now.
What do you mean? Politicians say they're gonna make more jobs, Randy, as they get their pockets laden by these corporations.
That doesn't happen. It's a lie. It's a blatant lie, right?
Oh yeah.
They hire people based on the need and the way it slows down the productivity. So with that being said, it's technically nothing wrong with doing it. It's just very insensitive to have this mega concert while you are about to engage in layoffs. It's just a bad look.
I think you're a horrible human being. You don't believe in trickle down economics. Trickle down economics is real, Randy. I become a billionaire. Then everybody that worked made me a billionaire. I'll give them a little bit of something later on.
That's generally not how it works.
I don't care how it works. It's what I said. It works the way I say it works, and not how it really works.
So all right. If I have 100 employees and I make $1 million, right? I'm not going to go and hire 50 more employees to make $105 million or $100 million. I'm like, no, I'm good at $100 million.
What you're going to do is figure out how to get rid of some of those 100 employees.
Right.
So you can make more money.
Right. So you're going to create automation. You're going to get rid of processes. Right. So instead of having 100 employees making $100 million, you'll have 90 employees making $100 million. I mean, that's the way it works. So they got to start with the lies. They got to start with the lies that, as the American,
stop with the
as the businesses do well, they create jobs. Like, no, they don't.
Who's going to stop with that lie? Who are you asking to stop with that lie? Who are you asking to stop with that lie? Who are you asking?
We just got to start with the lies.
Who's lying?
No, I mean, we have evidence. I've heard people.
Who's doing the lies? Corporations ain't never said nothing about this.
I hear corporations all the time talk about the best thing we can do is make sure we have strong corporations because they create jobs.
Stronger corporations. They didn't. No corporation said, "Hey, if I make more money, I'm going to make more jobs for you guys."
No. Well, politicians say it all the time.
Politicians aren't corporations.
Yeah, but politicians say it all the time. They say it all the time.
But the job of the politician is to lie.
Yeah, and corporations talk about it as if if our company's doing well, then we create more jobs. That was the whole reason Apple said why they had all that money all overseas, right? They had like $100 billion just sitting there because they didn't want to pay taxes.
And then $1 trillion sitting overseas. One day a president came along.
It said you don't have to pay taxes.
One day to bring it all back home.
Bring it all back.
And they brought it all back with no taxes.
Tax-free. They were like, they'll create jobs. Like, nah, they're not going to create jobs. They're going to create more money for their shareholders. That's it. That's literally what they're going to do. And they haven't created more jobs off of it. So,
Exactly.
That was part of their reason. Like, if we have our money, we can get this money, we can invest more. Yes.
In their own pockets.
In their own pockets.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, so them having this party, which I get, and maybe they could have did it for their employees, but to stream it is kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's insensitive at the very least. You know, if you're gonna lay off 10,000 people, you have a huge party on Friday. That's not a good look.
How about if we lay off everybody on Monday, and everybody that stayed, we give them their bonuses on Friday?
Which I'm imagining they might do something to that effect. It's just still not a good look. Like, you know, it's almost like, oh shit. So people start thinking, well, you know, it could have saved the job. Like, no, it wasn't going to save the job.
It wasn't going to save the job at all.
No. Yeah, at all. But, you know, it's just not a good look, you know.
Have some. What if I tell you, hey, are y'all prepared to work hardcore? Yes or no? Not sending that in a Google Doc. And you say no and don't show, then quit your job.
That's why 85% of the people who were employed at Twitter are no longer employed at Twitter.
88%. I mean, the person that would let people in the door is not there anymore.
Right, they can't even get people in the building.
Or people out of the building.
Out of the building.
Out of the parking garage.
Yeah.
The guy the person that control badges is like, okay, I'm out.
Right. So they had to get like facilities to get a saw and cut their way out through the barrier. But I mean, you know, I wonder when Twitter does feel like what's the price going to go for. We might want to consider this an investment opportunity. It's going to go for pennies on the dollar.
Yep. Yep.
But it's going to be on an auction.
So, Reebok's DC shoe kick off the fight between good and evil. So Reebok cut a deal with DC, your favorite company, and they're gonna make shoes. You can go buy some of these sneakers. You can go buy the Batman ones, aren't you?
If I bought one, it would be Superman, but you know.
Superman. I'm talking about real heroes here. I'm talking about real heroes here.
I am too. I'm talking about real heroes.
Nah, he's an alien. He's an alien. He ain't a hero. He's an alien.
He's a superhero.
He's an alien.
Is Thor not a superhero?
Man, have you seen how ugly these Supermans are?
I doubt if I'm going to buy them, but
see how ugly they are. They're like really bad looking Jordans.
They look like the old Pump It Ups from back in the day.
They are pumps.
With the Superman logo on them. Yeah, they look just like the old Pump It Ups. I had a black pair just like the Shaq ones.
Did you?
Yeah, when I go hoop, I go pump it up. Yeah. Yeah.
The Wonder Womans are dope.
I didn't even know Reebok was still in business.
Yeah, they're still in business. Master P almost bought them.
Then that means they were probably close to being out of business. Why haven't they re-released the Allen Iversons? That was their best-selling shoe.
Because they probably have to pay Allen Iverson. Don't want to do it. They rather go broke.
Yeah, that's what I'm surprised.
The Lex Luthors are my joints, though. I get the Lex Luthors.
I'm not in love with any of these shoes. They seem gimmicky.
Luthors grow in the dark. They're for kids, man. They're for kids.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
The Joker ones are pretty dope too.
The trash. I have no idea.
I like those are Lex Luthors, man. They got kryptonite on the bottom of them. Hell yeah. You stomp on somebody, so you think you Superman, you stomp on their face.
What are you talking about?
Stomping on people saying I'm you know. The Harley Quinns are very girly. Yeah, I like those. I like the ones
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn got a pair of shoes too.
Yeah, I have no desire. I have no desire to watch to purchase a pair of Reebok DC character shoes.
You're such a hater, dog. You're such a hater. I figured if anybody would love it, it'd be
I love DC. I love DC. I just don't need the DC gym shoes from Reebok.
No DC gym shoes. You just out here hating on DC like that. You're not a real fan. I expect you to be a real fan.
I am a real fan.
You got body shoes. Speaking of DC, Walter Hamada is joining Paramount Pictures following his Warner Brothers Discovery exit from DC Films.
I heard about that. I don't. You know, he didn't do there.
So he's gonna what?
He didn't do great when he was there.
What? Walter Hamada got a
No,
laundry list of films, right?
Walter Hamada was great. It was the guy before him. He wasn't that great at DC films. And DC Discovery had messed it up. But I'm not living in the past. DC has hired my guy. And so I'm looking forward to nothing but a bright future for DC. We're gonna close that gap with Marvel here in the next couple years.
You know, Walter Hamada gave us a lot of good movies.
Yeah, he did. He did. He did. He did. He did.
Yeah, I'm just saying. He gave us a lot of horror films.
Yeah, he
He
did.
was on it.
Yeah. And he got caught up in the whole DC Discovery merge, and he was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not messing with you all.
Yep. Y'all killed my vision by killing all these DC films. I think Batgirl was the straw that broke the camel's back. He's like, I'm out.
And it was the way, and I have to imagine it was the way Batgirl was done. It's not that they like the movie was done. Like they were in shit, and you just cancel. You cancel $100 million movie, man.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ezra Miller out here assaulting people and shit, and y'all making excuses for him. So it's like,
yeah. So hopefully it does well he does well at Paramount Pictures, Paramount Plus. Yeah, I'm excited. I think Paramount Pictures announced today it's entering an exclusive multi-year deal with him, and he'll probably bring some. Hope he has visions to bring something amazing to Paramount.
Yeah, Paramount Plus. I don't know if I watch anything on it.
Yeah, but we may watch something soon. I mean, he made The Conjuring and Annabelle, so he probably go back into his horror roots.
That would be dope.
The first Conjuring roots aren't that great. What's up?
Yeah, the first one was good. The first one was good. The subsequent ones, I was just like, you know, I'm not for these.
So we'll see. We'll see. Ticketmaster cancels its public sale of Taylor Swift era tickets.
I don't know what is that.
Tickets. So Taylor Swift had a horrible launch day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think on her first day she sold like 2 million tickets.
And that's horrible?
No, that was great. They said the horrible thing was she could have sold like 4 million tickets.
Why? What was the problem?
The service kept going down.
Oh, shit.
They couldn't stay up the whole entire day. So it's so bad that Congress is saying, "Hey, Ticketmaster, you got a monopoly. We got to break this up."
But I thought Live Nation was like their big competitor.
Live Nation is the promoter. Ticketmaster is the service everybody uses.
Okay. And that makes sense because now that I think about it, like I don't think I've ever gone through anything but Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
That's at least it's so synonymous with how you get tickets.
So Congress is like, hey, what's going on here? So they sent out 2.8 million emails to all the hardcore fans with pre-codes to go in there and get the pre-launch tickets. And 3.5 million people went online and tried to buy the tickets.
They broke the servers.
Insufficient remaining tickets. There weren't enough tickets in inventory to supply to everybody. And they come back later. So Ticketmaster's canceling upcoming public sale because they might have sold too many pre-sale tickets.
Oh.
More than 3.5 million people registered as verified fans, the largest registration in Ticketmaster's history, and around 1.5 were ultimately invited to be able to buy tickets.
That's a problem. Get your shit in order, Ticketmaster.
Yeah. Taylor Swift, she ain't performed in like 5 years. So, they should have known this was going to happen.
I don't care.
This is when you bring in the big guns.
I don't want to see Taylor Swift.
You're just a hater.
Hey, I'll be that. I'll be that.
You need to listen to her new song.
No, I don't need to listen to her.
You do need to listen to her new song.
Why do I need to listen to her new song?
Because it's about real.
It's about what?
It's about being real, dog. Taylor's new song. I'm gonna find these lyrics for you. So you
I don't need to listen to. You don't have to.
Her new song's called "Anti-Hero," and it's about DC fans.
No, you're a hater. That's all you are. You're a hater.
Rodney's laughing right now. He told me not to do this to you.
Do what? What are y'all talking about? I have no idea what y'all are talking about.
He said, don't pick on Randy. It says, I should not be left to my own devices like Batman. They come with the prices and vices because I'm Batman. Ended up in a crisis.
Really say that?
It does.
I'm about to say, does he really say that?
It doesn't. Oh, you deserve that. That was so good. That was so good.
Cause you did.
It sounds like something Batman would say, though, don't it?
This sounds like nothing Batman would say. Like you're
Batman
a hater.
Say, don't it?
You're a hater. That's all you are.
Oh Lord, I'm so stupid. It is like something Batman would say, right?
You're born a hater, you're gonna live a hater, you're gonna die.
I end up in a crisis like Superman.
All right,
I wake up screaming from dreaming like Batman. One day I'll be watching as you're leaving like Batman because you get tired of me scheming like Lex Luthor.
I'm ignoring you. I am. You're ignorant.
It's so perfect.
You ignorant. You're ignorant. And I'm ignoring you.
Oh man.
And all the DC fans out there, should ignore you too.
Oh Lord. I quit. But no, she has a new song, Anti-Hero, and it's blown up really big because it's Taylor Swift, of course. Yeah. You're not excited about that? Like Batman? You liked it, didn't I? Oh, something else that's good. Speaking of people beating up people in the streets like Batman. Streets of Rage video game is getting a film adaptation from John Wick creator.
Yeah, man. I'm excited about this.
Me too. Streets of Rage is my game.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I'm not a big player of it, but I'm just, adapting it to a live action version. Yeah, with the John Wick creator. Yeah, man. I think that's dope.
Yeah, like the young version of me is happy. The 13-year-old version of me is doing this. Oh yeah, you're taking a game that was really good but really bad at the same time and making a movie out of it. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be like Mortal Kombat all over again.
Nah, it's gonna be better than Mortal Kombat, man.
I think so. Yeah, I need Double Dragon remade. Yeah,
yeah. I think it's gonna be good. At least when I say double the movie for the latter movies for Mortal Kombat, the latter movies haven't been that good. Although the animations for Mortal Kombat are good.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat.
The last movie they released in 2021 or 2020, it wasn't that good.
Wasn't that good?
It was.
Yeah, I didn't like it neither.
Yeah, it was like, and I was hyped for it, but I was like,
I was too. I don't know because the game was half a movie.
That's some
Warner Brothers shit. That's some Warner Brothers shit.
Well, remember, it came out during the pandemic, right? It was one of the things that kind of helped push HBO Max forward because HBO Max released Supergirl, Wonder Woman, and Mortal Kombat.
I'm laughing at Rodney's comment. Swifties and DC heads are coming for Chuck. They are. Ikumi Nakamura is also an urban explorer releasing a lovely coffee table book. So Ikumi Nakamura is best known to you while reading this open sentence as a game artist and director who has worked on everything from Okami to Bayonetta to The Evil Within to Ghostwire Tokyo. So she has this coffee table book she's making of her artwork and photographs. And it's gonna hit 256 pages of photos and a diary. Nakamura, something people are excited about it.
Okay. I'm not familiar with her
very
work.
Iconic art styles. Everything from Okami. Okami is beautiful. It's a beautiful game. I'll bring it to Lexington and you can play it. It's beautiful. Okay. And she did Bayonetta, and Bayonetta is like a really nice style. And she said, I'm gonna make a photography book. You know, people go to different things when they're during the pandemic. They're like, hell, I do photographs. I'm gonna go around to Japan and take photographs.
Sounds amazing.
Yep. So this famed video game creator is releasing a coffee table book.
Yes,
I think I'm going to have it. I think I'm going to buy it.
All right.
It's called Project Urbex, and it looks to be gorgeous, apparently. So I'm excited about that.
Okay. I'm with it.
I just read the title to this next article. I'm laughing at it. Ash Ketchum has finally become the very best. So after 25 years of training, adventuring, and meeting new friends along the way, Ash Ketchum has finally achieved his lifelong dream of becoming the world's best Pokemon trainer. So Ash Ketchum, he's the kid that everybody's been following for the last 25 years. And I guess he's finally become the best. He done got his ass kicked, done got these Pokemon beat up on, done beat up on everybody's Pokemon. I mean, if him and Michael Vick may be the best at fighting these little animals out here.
Oh shit. Now I know you didn't just bring up Michael Vick.
I mean, Pokemon battle is just dog fighting with different creatures.
Chuck out here trying to get us canceled.
It's not. It's true. Everybody knows it. My Pokemon beats up on your Pokemon. We all know that.
No comment.
It is what it is.
No, it is. It is what it is. If that's what you say, Phil.
It is what it is, man. So his victory is a bit of a tearjerker, especially as the show features cameos from Ash's previous Pokemon partners and old travel buddies like Brock, Misty, May, Max, Cillian, Dawn, and others. So he became the very best Pokemon trainer.
Okay.
You know, it's awesome. Ash Ketchum become the very best. He's been fighting his whole entire life.
He's been training for 25 years.
The match ended with an intense showdown between Pikachu and Leon's Charizard. So you got to fight Leon.
What was this? I mean, was it a show?
On the show. It feels appropriate given that the Pikachu is the only one of Ash's Pokemon who has stuck with him throughout his 25-year journey. So Pikachu came and won it for him because Pikachu's the only one that ain't got his ass kicked as he made him fight all the time. All the Ash's Pokemon get their ass kicked, but Pikachu. Pikachu takes a couple of lumps, though. It's taking a couple of lumps. But yeah, it went down, Randy. What do you expect? Ash Ketchum.
Good for Ash, man. I'm glad he came up.
Yeah, I'm excited. So Ash came up. He finally caught all the damn Pikachus and is now the man. As he beat Leon. Leon's a excellent trainer, expert trainer, and champion, and he's super suave, and he beat Leon.
Okay, I'm with it.
Andor's first 2 episodes will air on TV over Thanksgiving. Disney will be airing the show's first 2 episodes on the channel Thanksgiving holiday, including linear TV. The Andor episodes will air on ABC, FX, Freeform, and Hulu at varying times throughout the day. They're going real hard to get this show out there. I guess I wonder if they got the viewership they intended.
I don't know, and that's what I'm wondering. Like, is this just an attempt to get people to sign up for Disney Plus?
Mm-hmm. Is this an attempt to get people to watch the damn show?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, because it seems weird. Like just 2 episodes. Okay. All right, and then it's gonna have commercials. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it on. I don't want to see it on ABC. Well, then again, I hate watching commercials, so I don't want to see any show that has to watch commercials. Period.
Me too.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a week of that coming up soon. Wow. Oh my god.
Why you got a week of it?
Because I'm going to visit family, man. And you know they don't have streaming. They watch commercials. You ain't never been in a house where they watch commercials.
Been in the house all the time.
Whenever I'm watch commercials.
When I'm there, me and your pops, we always watch the streaming service. He'd be like, show me what to do. And I'm like, all right. So we turn on Netflix. We watch Paramount Plus. We watch Star Trek. He's like, good, I can get caught up on Star Trek now. So yeah, that's what we do.
Nah, man, nah. I go in their bedroom and watch TV with them, and it's like the worst thing ever.
Nah, the last time I was there, man.
Nah.
Me and your pops, we watch Discovery, like we almost binge watch the whole series.
See, you did that with my pops.
Yeah.
Like, my mom watches Lifetime. Lifetime ain't got no streaming service. Lifetime ain't being streamed anywhere.
I told her, I was like,
Nah,
hey,
man, it's
I was like,
bad.
I can put
It's
I
Christmas
can go to the
time too.
store, we can get a Roku or something, we can put it in your room, and you can watch whatever you want to, Auntie.
Man, what are you talking about? This is Lifetime, baby. It's Christmas holiday season. They show them Christmas and Thanksgiving movies. Oh, she all about these romance. This is her Korean dramas right now. She's like, oh, this is my season. My mom better get some pumpkin spice latte and put on her best white girl and watch all these movies. Oh man. I mean, Stairway to Heaven and Lifetime, they have commercials. You can't. I don't think you can find Stairway to Heaven on streaming anywhere.
I don't even, what
I
is
don't think it's
Stairway?
even
I don't know what
streaming.
Stairway to Heaven is. What is Stairway to Heaven?
What?
What is Stairway to Heaven?
It's Michael Landon's show.
That's Highway to Heaven.
Highway to Heaven, whatever. Stairway, highway.
Like, Stairway.
Highway to Heaven.
That's Highway to Heaven. Yeah. I thought it was something on Lifetime. I was like, I don't know what Stairway to Heaven is.
It's for boomers, man. I don't watch that shit.
Yeah, I love Highway to Heaven. I grew up on it.
Yeah, man, no, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's the most expensive show on television at the time, but it's horrible.
You didn't like Highway to Heaven? That was dope.
Man, it's horrible, man. I go back and watch it. I was like, wow, this was good when I was 8 years old.
Yeah, when I was 8
as a grown adult, I'm like, wow, this is problematic.
You know what the premise of the show was, right? Michael Landon, he was sent back to Earth because he had to earn his wings. So he goes some different places, helping people out. And this guy's a sidekick. Yeah, man, I love whatever.
Did he ever earn his wings back? Did it ever show?
I think the last episode he went back, he got his wings. Yeah. Yeah. I used to love How It Happened, man. It used to come on like Wednesday nights.
Nah, man. No. It was so problematic. The guy that was helping him was an asshole.
Yeah, he was. But he was the comic relief, right? In the 80s, the buddy drama kind of thing. And yeah, he was the comic relief.
My mom was just like looking at Michael Landon. That's all she did. Little House on the Prairie was her shit.
I couldn't deal with Little House on the Prairie.
She loved it. I like Little House on the Prairie better than Highway to Heaven.
I love Highway to Heaven other than Little House on the Prairie. I can't deal with the Little House. And the other one, what was the other one? Like the Waltons, John Boy, and all of that.
John Boy Waltons,
yeah.
That was my jam when I was like 12 or 13 for some reason. I like that show.
I couldn't deal with them. Good night, John Boy. Good night. I'm like, shut the fuck up and go to bed.
Oh, shit.
I just couldn't, yo. I just couldn't.
Rodney's laughing over here.
And I was a little kid then, and I was like, nah, man. What? I was like, Mama, why they doing that?
Telling everybody good night, Randy.
Man, I ain't never heard no shit like that in my life. I was just like, shut
They had 20 kids. They had 20 kids.
I know, yeah. House. And it was like, good night, John Boy. Good night, Marianne. Good night. I was like, shit.
Oh man, I'm done. Oh, that made me laugh so hard. I thank you, Randy. I needed that. I didn't know I needed it till you did it. I needed that. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Michael Landon, that was my guy, man. That was Highway to Heaven, man. I used to love that,
sir. Thank you. I appreciate what you just did there. You just had me on the ground rolling. Oh, that was funny. Oh, I think we're gonna end right there. Good night.
That's a good place to end. Highway to Heaven and John Boy in there. That's a good place.
Good night, Randy. Good night, Rodney.
Good night, Chuck. Good night, Rodney. Good night, Peter Griffin. Good night, DeFog. Good night, Digital Click.
Good night, Digital Click. Yep. Y'all have a happy weekend now. We'll see you next week. With that being said, you want to give a shout out? Anything you want to tell the people?
Oh no, man! Next week's Thanksgiving, so I want everybody to be safe out there. We don't talk.
Yeah.
Well, we got binge. We coming out next week, so yeah.
Yeah, we got binge. We have to pick a day yet.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Thanksgiving.
On Wednesday.
Okay, we're gonna do Wednesday. I guess we're doing Wednesday because I got to catch up. We're doing Andor. If y'all wanted to know.
Yeah, we're doing Andor next week on binge.
So that's gonna be intense, you guys.
I got to catch up too, but from what I hear, it's worth it. From what I hear, it's worth it.
Okay. With that being said, good night, everyone. Thank y'all for tuning in. Find us at the Geekish Network. If you subscribe to us, we love you. If you want to subscribe to us, please do so. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. You can subscribe to us on Twitch, and you can follow us on Facebook. You can hit us up on Twitter and our socials, Twitter and Instagram at the Geekish Network. Please tune in and look us up. We're here. We're for people of color. We hold it down, and we're going to have more fun next week. As you can tell, me and Randy have a lot of fun, especially when he gets his Reeboks. When he gets his Harley Quinn Reeboks, you guys, I'm going to make him parade around them in his room over there.
It would be
the same color of his Pistons colors, too.
It would be the Superman ones. They're similar Pistons colors too, baby. Don't hate because you're not a
He'll
Pistons.
buy the Harley Quinn ones, you guys. I'm gonna buy him the Harley Quinn ones.
Don't
size
hate
11, women's. Yeah. I know his feet fit right in them.
Don't hate because you're not a Pistons fan. Not all everybody's privileged.
Yeah, we know.
Everybody's privileged. Bad boys.
Bad boys. They've been bad. They've been bad. All right. They've been bad.
Hey, as I said, we got the same record y'all got. Well, it's not y'all, but the Lakers got, and y'all got 3 Hall of Famers.
Y'all ain't had the Hall of Famers.
Rodney gonna say something in a minute. Rodney about to jump in here in a minute.
Y'all ain't had a Hall of Famer since the 90s.
Yeah, we did. Bill Wallace is a Hall of Famer. Bill Wallace is a Hall of Famer.
Oh, Lord. Let me stop with that. Good night, everyone. Peace.
Bye, everybody. Peace. I know Rodney said something. Hold on. What he said?